I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing well too. Thank you.
Okay,
How
ma'am.
is your Sunday going so far?
Sorry, could you repeat?
How is your Sunday going so far? Busy
So,
Sunday?
yes, basically, I'm having sessions because I had little backlog for a very long period of time. So I'm just completing that one because I have given the time to many people. So I just
Okay.
finished. Yeah,
Okay, right. So please tell me a little more about you.
sure, ma'am. Thank you so much. So my name is Jashpal Singh, and I am from Jammu and Kashmir. Basically, I live in Jammu, Udhampur district.
Okay.
And if I ever talk about my studies, I have completed masters in political science, and
Mm-hmm.
my are reading books and the philosophical, the most interesting that I find it. And right now, you can say that I'm an educator, I'm a learner, and I'm a motivational speaker as well. And I'm
Oh,
also
wow.
yeah, and I'm also running a YouTube channel, like because I found that this is how I can help to the people around and help myself as well. Because if I talk to the people, I will practice every day, and that's how I think I can help out to the people around. So yeah, that's all about you, man.
Okay.
Okay, so there are many, I think, snapshots, yeah, that you have provided. Like you first one, you were, I think, English trainer. The second one, like you are homemaker, and right now I bluntly can say that you are a YouTuber as well, right?
Yeah, sort of. Small content creator.
Yeah, of course. So what is the motivation behind this content creation? Like we see every now and then everybody is following, and of course they are taking benefit of this one. I think so, social media. But what is the, I think, most inspiring call for you to, okay, I should start journey? As you said that earlier, you are English trainer. So what is the, I think, most inspiring call for you?
See, I like interacting with people. I like talking to people.
Yeah,
It's somewhat magical, right? You connect with people from different parts of the world. You kind of instantly make a bond with them. You talk to strangers. That itself, the thought itself is what I would say. It is so fascinating. You are able to talk with people around the world, learn about them, talk to them. So that was the motivation number one. Second thing is passing my time. I want
yeah.
to use my time constructively. So at least 3 to 4 hours in a day, let me do something constructive for myself. And third reason is um, maybe make a little bit of money.
Yeah. Of course,
Yeah.
you can't deny that, because YouTube is such a kind of platform that offers you these kind of opportunities. Like if there are the 3 or 4 ways, but instead of going too many ways, just the first option that is available. Like once your channel is monetized, you get automatically ads through. You get revenue
Yeah.
from YouTube. So that's the first one. And the another one, like no matter how intelligent, how brilliant, how much talent you have, if you don't get the right platform, you are not able to show the people to the people. So what, when you get some kind of environment, like platform like this YouTube, and then
Mhm.
you start your journey, and that's how you start your journey with the people, learning every day new things and providing every new things to the people around. So I think it's been for the both, ends. Like at first you are getting some money, you are getting motivation, you are improving every day. And on the other end, like the other person who are watching out, who are going to watch it, definitely they will get content as well as motivation. Because the most interesting thing that I'm finding very recently, like most of the women, like earlier it was, I think, kind of stereotype for the women. Once they are married, they thought that, okay, our life is done, our life is finished. And
Mm.
but right now, nowadays, think of, like if in spite of having marry, they are having the kids, they are having other responsibility. Being a homemaker is, I think, duty for 24 hours. So it's
Yeah.
24, and at the same time you are managing other things. So I think it's something like doing salute to the women, because they are carrying the, I think, yeah, inspiration for others, isn't it?
Yes. Definitely, definitely. Yes. Being homemaker is not easy, but still, then you want to make another identity for you and be financially independent. And I would say that YouTube is the best platform. You don't earn just in money, but you get a lot of knowledge and you get a lot of love from people as well. You never know what you're worthy of, So when I see all the beautiful comments, it's like I'm helping people. That kind of releases dopamine and it motivates you to work even harder. So it
Yeah.
is really beautiful. It's not just in terms of money, in terms of love, respect, everything.
Of course, money is just, I think the result. It's not the money may be the end, but the path to end is like growing every day, learning every day, interacting with the people. And suppose you are from Karnataka, I'm from Jammu, and so both
Mm.
ends of the country are meeting today, and they are sharing the experience. They are sharing some little bit vibes from, I think, our own culture. So basically, we are interacting. Otherwise, think of like the past time, like when these kind of platforms were not there, we were just no I
Yeah.
think, yeah, I said earlier, like no matter how much knowledge, how much talent we are having just with ourselves, but right now we are just able to share with the people around. So I think that's I think motivating call for the people around, isn't it?
Yes, yes. Yeah, true. What about your YouTube channel? Do you post conversations or motivation speech? What do you post on your channel?
Earlier I was basically providing the basic content, like I born and brought up in the village, and my native language is Dogri. So my friend, basically somehow I managed this language, maybe because I had passion, maybe because it was necessary for me to go with the English, and I managed somehow. Once I managed with it, so my classmates suggested me, they asked me that, Yashpal, can you please teach us English? So I said it's a little bit tough for me to go to each and everybody whom I teach them English. So they suggested me to start a YouTube channel, like. So I started the channel, but basically earlier I was very shy person. I don't have the WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So I just was providing vocabulary on my YouTube channel every day early in the morning. Like back,
Mm-hmm.
like I think 35 or 36 days ago, I just watched a video on YouTube, and I watched in that video the one person is having the conversation like with other persons like we are having right now. And I texted under the video in video's comment section, sir, I wanted to have a conversation. And so he suggested that, okay, if you want to have the conversation, upload, I think, Skype application, and then we will have the discussion. And since
Yes.
this journey started, so right now, but I find that I'm improving every day, because I was having the things like the knowledge, of course, because I'm investing my time every day with the book. So of course I have little bit knowledge, little bit experience, and little bit qualities, like to give the talks, it's like motivational talks to the people. So
Mm.
was not able to share with the people, and that's where when I got this kind of opportunity, I think I'm very happy in the sense that every day I'm getting something more, something new from the people, sharing my insights with the people. So I think, yeah, that's it about the English. But I think my as journey is, I start a channel for the helping purpose only. So I think, I hope in the future, of course, I will start doing the things like right now I'm doing.
Mm. And what motivated to you to be a motivational speaker? Do you speak very well? Do people find motivation in your speech? What is the story behind it?
The story behind, of course, there are two stories. Like the first one is my personal, like 3 years, 2, 3 years back, when I was, doing my studies, and some incidents has happened to me, and I was into depression for 2 years. And three times I started committing suicide, try to commit a suicide. And but once, thing that stopped me every time was, I was literally spiritual since my childhood. So that the inside that voice, you can say the concise, inner concise, basically stopping me to not do the things. And somehow I came out of that situation. And this one, the motivation, like why you got into I think get into these kind of things. And the other one, like when I was preparing, and I motivated, personally, I think at least 1000 plus students, basically through my call, through my message, through my talks. Basically they were facing these kind of, some are facing some financial issues, some social pressure, parental pressure, they are not getting the job, so all these kind of things. So they are not getting the opportunities to start up the things. Like take an example of many YouTubers, people who said that they want to start our YouTube, but they don't know how to start with, and many things. So basically they were having the talent, like many were singers, many were have done good answers, but they are not very, I think motivate to start out their journey. I personally started that, I think that YouTube channel I created for them, like the how to start, the description, each and everything, the different settings. So
Mm.
but yes, I personally helped out. And the other one is like I given them went talks, and many people found that okay, they I changed their perception. So I since there I started okay, is I think at that point of day I made it a I think routine of my life. But if I would be able to change the life of one person, because I'm recalling a one like line like once a sad bass going by the river, and many fishes was I think coming out of river because of the I think waves pressure, and he used to pick up one fish and throw it back again in the river. So the other person just passing by said, Mahatma ji, why are you doing these kind of things? Because it is making difference, no huge difference, because you are just throwing one back to the river, but thousands of fishes are coming out of the I think river. So he said that okay, I'm not able to make huge change, that I'm not able to throw thousands of fishes again back into the river, but I'm just making that that I'm just throwing the one fish in the river, that is basically changing the life of one fish. So that's where
Mm.
I started okay, maybe I would not be able to change thousands of lives, but what if I would be able to give some kind of positive talk to one person, maybe that person stop doing the things like I was in the situation I was thinking that okay, I'm good for nothing, I don't have the resources, I am from village, so many excuses basically. So
Mm.
what is the truth behind this? Basically, no reality fact can stop you, like no matter in which where how much bad situations you have, no one can stop you unless until your mind is that kind of that you have the perception okay, I'm good for nothing. So believe me, what you need, at that point of time is nothing but a, just a push. What is motivation? Nothing but a push. Like, you need when you are tired of doing something, when you are fed up doing something, when you are, under pressure, when you are demotivated, you need some kind of push. It may be from your teacher, it may be from your parents, it may be from your partner, kids, I think anyone else. And that's what you need. And if you get from somewhere, definitely you will, change your perception and your life will be changed. So, as rightly said by Karl Marx, you have nothing to lose, what the chance? If you are in that kind of situation, and if you get something, motivating, so what is to lose? Nothing, because you don't have anything to lose, only to gain. So that's where I started giving these kind of things. So yeah.
Mm. Right. When a lot of people assume that depression is just about being sad, okay, being sad, and what they motivate you is by saying, "Come on, it will pass. Uh, it will go away. It's okay. It's okay. You will be better." So depression is a lot of other symptoms associated with not only being sad. There are a
Yeah.
lot of unpleasant symptoms happening with you. That is,
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that motivation, right? No, that is not going to help you when somebody says, "Yeah, I understand, but it will pass. It's okay. Cheer up, cheer up." Just many people tell this. It's okay, cheer up. But being sad is different, and being depressed is different, right?
Yes, ma'am. Basically, like when they say this, the statement goes like this shall too pass. Is I think good line, like saying it is good, but demotivation is depression is not something like it's for one day, 2 day. It's something for years. And my personal experience, I was into depression for 2+ years. So it was, I was facing the situation like sometimes I was very happy, more motivated. Sometimes I was into deep down in, I think, sad situation. So many a times, basically, I managed that, okay, I will hang to, I think, tree or, I think take some pills, some, I think, I think I can name that, I think, drug, but I don't want to because and there are issues. So it was very tough, but what basically I think I think brought me out of that because I was spiritual. So I started reading the things like four Vedas, 18 Puranas, I think 108 Upanishads, 60 plus Gitas, and his religious historical books, Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, and like the persons like Mahatma Gandhi, Swami Vivekananda, Shankaracharya. So basically, these were the star walls who basically given me a kind of push that okay, if I'm going to end my life, why not to start living for the people, why not to start helping out, because suppose today I'm feeling these kind of things because of the situations that making me do this. So of course there are thousands of people, like I'm very well remember a line of Swami Vivekanand, that one person basically trying to reach high realm of the spirituality. So he shut all the doors of his windows and doors and sit in his room and started meditating. but he could not find peace of mind. And one day he went to Swami Vivekananda and said, "Sir, I tried this and everything, but I, could not succeed." As Swami Vivekananda said that, okay, instead of shutting your doors, but it is to you. If you want to achieve the peace, go and serve to the people. So according to Swami Vivekananda, all people, as the people whom we want to help out, they are the Daridra Narayan. So if you just go and help out, and then after you tell me that whether you got the peace of mind or not. And he, the person went out and served the people, started serving, and he came back after 2 or 3 months and told, "Sir, Swamiji, I'm happy, I'm realizing the peace." And another one, like, if you want to serve the God, serve the people, because God is manifesting basically in the form of people, because he's one, but he's manifesting in each and every form, like animals, plants, human beings. So we can't serve the, of course we can save trees, we can help out, I think, animals, but most interesting, what if we start helping to the humans, because after all we are humans. So yeah, that's where I think things, I think, changed in my life.
Correct, correct. When you look at a person, right, you can realize there is something different about that person, because your smile, your attitude, and you exhibit a lot of positive vibes. Okay, it shows that you have learned a lot and you have gone through it. You've gone through something tough and then you have emerged out of it. When basically you look at people, you can feel that. So I
Yeah,
get that vibes from you. I think you read a lot.
I think that's what I want to do, because as I said
Mhm.
that I started the journey because I am spiritual from my spiritual in the sense, there are purposes like religion, this kind of mindset. But what
Mm.
I like, I am interested in reading all kind of books. Uh, Initially I was doing like physics, chemistry in my school days. Then after for humanities, like public administration, sociology, politics, philosophy,
Mm.
anthropology, and other things like literature, motivational content as well. So basically, they provided me a kind of knack over other things. And once I managed with them, right now I'm just giving, I think, because I have observed what things put you into these kind of situations. Like, we are more materialistic, and when we start following something blindly without, I think, thinking about their pros and cons, and we start following one path only, and at the end of that path we land into in some kind of chaos, and it's very tough from there to come out. But the balance is not there, and once you are, I think, very well versed with each and everything, then if you are maintaining the balance, like right now you are I think a mother, you are a YouTuber, you are a teacher, and think of it like, if you are maintaining the balance, you are handling your home household duties, you are handling this YouTube conversation, you are handling you at first level, like your emotional things that you only have to face. But if you start focusing on one aspect of your life, definitely the other aspects of your life, you are going to be affected. So it's
Mm.
like, in life it's balance. So for that balance, I'm just giving my time each and everything, like the books. So if you're not bored, so I have a question, like,
Yeah, please go ahead.
so tell me, like, you are a, I think, housewife and a YouTuber, but I want, like, many questions, like, still in village, the motivation, the, I think, skill that you are having is not there with the village women. So I just worry, like, in village I have seen, like, girls of 17 years age, 15, 70, 80, something like that, the people get them married. So what are the tips that you want to suggest them, just because you are a woman, and you can better suggest the tips and tricks for the people like them to face the things, instead of going with the flow, I think, abiding by the rules of the family. Of course they have to abide, but not the that are very, I think, against to them. So just give them, like, okay, a few bites, so that that can be the, I think, inspiring quote for them. Okay, they should fight and lead their life.
Yeah, but I don't want to make anybody rebellious, because it is, being a woman, I know it is very difficult to go against your family. It is
Mm.
very difficult to put out your opinions in front of them and achieve them, unless you have a very strong willpower, and
Yeah,
you are destined, you are ready to put everything at risk, which
yeah,
many, which I would say is very rare in women. We will not put everything at risk and do things that we want to do.
yeah,
Okay, but if you really have that willpower and you have so much confidence in yourself that I will survive and this is my decision. So no matter what. So you should not be, in a double mind. What if I fail in life? So you
Yeah.
shouldn't have that second thought. You should be confident that I will never fail in life. What decision I am taking, you should have a strong confidence in the decision that you take. Like if you are that confident, I would say choose your own path. You can fight the world if you are
Yeah.
that confident. But unless that, it is very difficult, I would say. I Whoever is in touch with me from the village girls, I motivate them and I try to support them. But in general, if I say, everybody is going through like different things in their lives, right? So I cannot generalize and say. But how much ever possible from my side, I help the girls of the rural area. I help them voice out because they are not able to speak in front of their parents, but they come and share with me and I pass on the message. It is difficult. Sometimes it leads to a war kind of thing, but I do my bit in doing that. And if I would say the same thing, if people are really motivated, they have so much willpower and confidence in themselves, I would say you risk everything and do what makes you happy. Because ultimately, if you are not happy in life, like we women tend to be in a lot of a state of depression, right? When things don't go as planned. First of all,
Yeah.
we are not allowed to voice our opinions. Later, we sit and cry that we were not given a chance, right? So I would say your chance is now. If you want to do, do. Otherwise, don't cry for your past later.
Yeah.
So that's what.
And another thing, like I would like to add, like when you said that the fairies, they are like they may fail in the I think decision they will take. And don't worry of if you will take, because if you will fail, like like the fail definition, like first attempt in learning. So believe me,
Mhm.
if you I think have that kind of mindset. Like take an example of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He wanted to become the pilot of Indian Air Force, but he could not crack the exam. And of course he cracked, but he did not select in the exam because of the, I think the limit was only 8 candidate has to be selected. But of course he felt sad, but he did not quit his journey. And at the end of his life, he became the president of India. So always keep looking at the I think silver lining. You will get something in your end of your life if you don't quit. So yeah, that's it, I think, from today's session.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, well said.
So,
Okay, then. So shall we end the session now?
yes, ma'am, for sure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for joining and sharing your opinions. It was lovely connecting and knowing you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Basically, I was little bit, scared of, whether you will have the session or not. So yeah.
Mm. That's okay. You've been trying to connect from so many days, but there's a lot of things going on in my life right now. We are shifting to another house. Then my children's exams are going on, so it's like a roller coaster for me. So my apologies for being delaying in replying to you, but finally we had it. So thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank
Have
you.
a
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.